What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Got a bug head to do today. Guess we should take a look and see where we're at. Bring the whole thing over. Got a little time to kill here before people start showing up to the chat. I don't know if I like that camera angle. It'll work for now. I'm not gonna mess around with it. That camera's working. Cool. All right, so here we've got the whole thing put together. Kind of just thinking on how I want to go about it today. I feel like this is one of those rare occasions where I'm at least gonna get his head done here and then start working on the body. And I haven't fully decided how I want to go about that yet, but I'm feeling like there may be some video game elements in this animation style. It's hard to say. There's a lot of freedom in what I want to do with him. Yeah, I think I want to do this part today for now. Then we'll see where it goes from there. So let's get him off of here. First, I think I want to try something else. No, that's not going to work. Gonna need something a bit less transparent. Hope everybody's having an awesome Thursday. We are almost through the week, which is fantastic, especially for those of you who are working. I'm happy for you guys to get through weekend and hopefully not have to work through the weekend. Slow start to the chat today. That's all right. Got some cleaning to do in this airbrush of mine. Hey, Jody, what's up, dude? You are first today. Yay! Just went to pick up your wife from work and she wasn't there. I forgot she went to her second job. Oh, man. Beetle dude is doing good. I'm working out like how I want to do the carapace here, or whatever you want to call it. This is where we got yesterday with it. It's looking pretty sweet. I want to do some like black striping here on the on these little spines. So I'm going to gently be airbrushing those in. And I'm starting to feel more of like an animation style to this guy instead of realistic. So I have some ideas about that I'm going to be exploring as I go along here. But there's some opportunity to do something. I've been wanting to do something different, and I feel that there's a lot of opportunity to do some different things with this dude. Kenny's here. Kenny's second. What's going on, dude? Glad you dropped in, man. Driving to the next customer. Oh, hopefully you're almost done for the day, bud. So let's see here. Little teeny tiny spikes. There we go. Hey, turn my air pressure down a bit. There we go. Back down to 18 psi. I had it up at 25. No bueno. working overtime. Damn, dude. Well, thanks, Jody. It's actually several layers of paint that I use to achieve this. I don't know how. Were you here yesterday? I used. Well, the formula was. First, I put down this dark aluminum metallic. Right, that was the base color, and so that looked like this. And then the second color I put down was this Hex Wrath Flame contrast paint. So it's real transparent. And that leaves the metallic underneath it. And then after that, I put down some of this color shifting paint using the brown gold, bright gold to brown of the Vallejo shifters, which you're familiar with. And then I gave it a gloss coat and then used this Nuln oil here to achieve like these kind of shadows along the edge and to get the detail on the little bumps in there. And then I put another gloss coat down. And so now I'm doing these spines around the edge, and I got to do the inside as well, and then we'll go from there. Kind of just making this up as I go along, based on what beetles and shit look like. So that's how I got the green you're looking at. I like that. And figured out what my next model's gonna be. Which I'll be excited to announce. Kind of doing gonna be doing a little bit of a tribute project on the next one. I keep finding other projects to do instead of Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga. I don't mean to. It just keeps happening that way, that I find something I want to do besides finishing that fucking model. Dude, the Vallejo shifters are amazing. They really are amazing paints. I was after I saw you use them. I was like, man, I really got to try that out. And I told my wife about them, and she got me a set for Christmas. And now I want all the sets. I want the whole collection now. So since there's a couple people in the chat so far, I'll tell you what my next project's going to be. You guys get to be the first to know. I'm going to be doing a tribute to Tim Curry in the form of his character, Darkness, from the movie Legend with Tom Cruise. I found a really, really good model of him, and it is currently on the printer. and I will be doing darkness. I'm happy to say. I did a bust of him about 3 years ago when I very first started getting into 3D printing, and the bust was in FDM because that was my first printer, and I was never really happy with it, and I vowed someday if I found another model that was better than that bust, that I would do it in resin. And sure as shit, someone on Colts, I can't remember their name. I'll get it before I actually start the project, but they did a really good full statue of him, and so I'm gonna do that one. It looks really good, and I'm printing it, and I can't wait to paint it. He's one of my all-time favorite characters. Oh, definitely the coolest movie devil ever. I agree with you 100%. I will give it a second place though. I guess that's not fair because he's playing Lord of Darkness. He's not playing the devil. He's not playing Lucifer. So it's kind of its own category, I guess. To be fair to both actors, but what's his name? Shit. I'm gonna fuck his name up. Fuck it. I don't want to forget this name. I should know better. He's one of my favorite actors. Fuck. Best Lucifer ever played was what's his face? That's his name right now. What's his face? On Constantine. Motherfuck. Hey Siri, who played Satan in Constantine? Peter Stormare. Thank you. Bye, Siri. Yeah, Peter Stormare. Best fucking Satan ever. Hands down. No movie Satan has ever beat that one. Okay. I'm on the fence here about something. I feel like these wings do need some really colorful warning spots or something. But I'm afraid it's gonna fuck up the look. Like I kind of like this. I feel like Hey, Gambit, what's going on, dude? I gotta get my airbrush cleaner out. I was actually talking to Gambit about the aforementioned uh, like warning spots or colorful spots on the back of the wings. And now that I'm looking at them, I feel like it's going to take away from the feeling of the character. It's just going to make it too pretty. Whereas this green kind of still keeps it like pretty foreboding looking. If that makes sense. I gotta get some water in my cup here. No spots is Kenny's vote. I'm kind of with you there, Kenny. Like I'm feeling the no spots. I agree, buddy. Like the Beetle that I'm taking inspiration from. I don't know if you guys get them back on the East Coast or anything. We have these really bright green beetles that have this very iridescent skin or carapace on them. Same as what I'm painting here. I mean, it looks almost identical. And I'm kind of digging that look just being on its own, without the spots. I do need to hit it with another gloss coat. If anything, I would put like little white spots on it here and there, almost like white freckles, kind of like that. That might be something I'd be interested in doing. Where is my alcohol? Oh, there it is. Sorry. I don't like this camera angle. Let's fix that. I had to kind of move this little web camera somewhere else for the time being because I got my little splashback board on there. See if I can reposition it right there, maybe. See how that looks. Yeah, fuck it. That's better. Nasty Japanese beetles. Jody's voting for a racing beetle. Faded black pinstripes. Stripes? No, definitely not seeing. I'm not feeling stripes with it. I think I'm liking where they're at as is. I just need to get a gloss coat over these little black spines here. So I just got these spines painted. I feel like this area right here needs panel liner to darken that up, or Nuln oil. Yeah, the panel liner looks really cool on there. Swedish Forge, what's up? Happy day, my friend. Happy day. Hope you're having a good one out there, buddy. Yeah, happy Thursday, everyone. You blow dry that shit for a minute. There we go. So it's totally fucking overcast here, and there's rain surrounding my entire city. And as per usual, everybody's getting rain except us. As soon as the fucking rain gets to my side of the coast right here, it fucking breaks up and goes around us and up into the mountains. The weirdest fucking little microclimate here. I fucking hate it. I want more rain. All right, let's zap this with some clear coat. Oh yeah. That looks cool. So now even the spines have like a glossy look to them. Look more part of the shell. Yeah, that looks good. So now if you want to see, Jody, how I did these greens, I'm going to be doing the same thing on this guy now. So a little more complicated detail than the shell, obviously, but same motif. All right, so this part's ready to get set aside to dry. I feel, actually, you know what? I feel like it needs another coat of gloss on the wings here. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now I'm happy with that. I'm gonna go set this aside over here to dry. So yeah, the Lord of Darkness from Legend is going to be my next project. And he's in the printer right now. Well, most of them. I've got the base going, and he's got a sword in one hand, and then he's got like a big old staff in the other hand. The representation is really accurate, I gotta say. It very much so looks like Tim Curry in the movie. Really, really good likeness. All right, let's load up our airbrush and get right into it on this guy. I'm excited to do this part of the head, his headdress, his helmet, or whatever it is. There's a lot of really cool detail in here on the back as well. This is going to be a fun paint job on this. I've been excited to do this guy. So let's jump into it. So how's everybody doing? How's your Thursday out there? Kenny's working late. Unfortunately. All right, we've got our color formula here. We've already done our metal color, so that can get set aside for now. May need panel liner. Already mixed this. Grab a pipette. And I'm going to add a little thinner on this one. Ramses, hello, hello. How you doing today? Happy Thursday. Welcome in, welcome in. Have you been in the channel before? And forgive me if I'm not recalling your name right off the bat. How's your day going? How you feeling? First time in. Oh, from Monty's. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, welcome. I'm not playing video games. I'm sorry. So, guys, big shout out to Monty FPS out there. If you guys play Arc Raiders like me, or if you just like video games, Monty does some really cool content over there regarding Arc Raiders and other video games. Your day's going good. That's awesome. Yeah, welcome in, man. Thank you. But yeah, he goes by Monty FPS. Like first person perspective or first person shooter. I really dig his content. I've been following his channel for a little bit now, and Ramses Elite is here from the chat or from Monty's channel. So thanks for coming in, dude. I appreciate it. Big love out to Monty there, and big shout out to Monty FPS too, and Ramses Elite too. Appreciate you, man. So what I'm working on is this Beetle dude right now. He's from Black Myth Wukong, and this is his this is like the full thing, and then this little guy goes on top, and then I've got a set of wings that come in the back here that go to him, and those are off to the side drawing right now. So I'm working on this portion of the head today, and we're about to start putting some color down. I need to put on a glove real quick. But let's get into it. So the color formula I'm using is this chrome. Well, it's not chrome, sorry. This is Vallejo metal color, dark aluminum. It's like my favorite dark aluminum color. And then the next color we're doing is Hex Wrath Flame. And my airbrush You can use any airbrush, but the point that I'm using is a 0.28 millimeter needle and nozzle. And we're going to be, we have a little bit of thinner in the paint, and we're using that hex wrath flame I just told you about. So we're going to go ahead and start spraying this guy, and I want something to hold on to it with so my fingers aren't covering up anything. Shit. Let me find an alligator clip real quick. Sorry, roach clip. I gotta find a roach clip. This will do. Perfect. Actually, I want something a little more sturdy than that one. Don't want to use no floppy roach clip. There we go. This will work. Perfect. Paint's a little too thin, maybe. It's all right. We'll just spray it a little slower. Jen's here. What's going on, Jen? How you feeling? So, Ramses, where do you hail from, if I may ask? Are you here in the States with us, or in Europe somewhere? I got a little too much air coming from my fan in here. It's hot as balls right now, so that's gonna suck, but I can't be having it blow on my project. Doesn't make for good paint job this way. Pennsylvania. All right. Pennsylvania in the house. Another semi-east coaster. That's awesome, dude. Welcome in. I myself am in beautiful, well, not too sunny or beautiful today. I'm in Southern California. You can probably tell. At least that's what I've been told by my East Coast friends and stuff. Like, yeah, you sound like you're from California. At Yeah, everyone, welcome Ramses. If you're just popping in, oh, and guys, I should say, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I feel like I'm announcing a radio commercial or something. But yeah, guys, if you hit that like button, you subscribe. If you haven't already, please do, and hit the bell notification so you know when I'm going live. And it really helps the channel grow. I'm trying to go to 1,000 subscribers for now. Um, Jody's back. All right, welcome. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so every like helps big time. I know it's 1,000 subscribers is a pittance compared to some people out there, but for me, it's a huge deal. I thought I would be lucky to get 10 subscribers when I first started my YouTube channel about a year and a half ago, and now we're almost up to 1,000, and I've got my first tier of monetization, which is wild to me, and super stoked on it. But trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and when I do get to that 1,000, I'm going to hold a drawing where one lucky winner, no matter where you are in the world, um, as long as I can legally send you mail, um, one lucky winner will receive a custom ordered 3D printed figure. You get to pick the figure within reason. You know, I'm not obviously nothing life size or any of that shit. But you get to pick the figure, and I will 3D print it and paint it for you. Or, you know, if you want to paint it yourself, you can do that. I'll print it out for you and send it to you. Um, but yeah, it can be a 1/6 scale figure up to 1/4 scale, which can be quite sizable. And I will live stream the entire process and send it out to you when it's done. So that'll be pretty cool. So if you share the channel and people subscribe, that helps me get to 1,000 even faster. Tell your friends and family, loved ones, everybody. Like, hey, this guy's shit's really boring. It'll put you to sleep, but check them out. It's pretty cool. And I'll just love you guys so much more for that. I love you all tremendously, anyways. So there's that. I think I want to stop there. I'm liking where this is at. I don't know if that's too washed out. Set that aside to dry for a minute here. Oops. And get our airbrush cleaned out. But I'm cool. Well, thanks, Jody. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people out there that think I'm not cool. So I'm glad you do, man. That's all that matters. So I'm just using a dry brush to clean out the inside of the cup. Get ready for the next color here. A little bit of alcohol. Jody says it took me 2 years to get 500. You're doing great. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, dude. I mean, just like you though, Jody. Like we all have like really really, we're not like a video game channel. I was talking to Monty about that a few days ago. In fact, comparison, like he's got like thousands and thousands of subscribers. Like more than I could ever really dream to have. And he said it only took him like 2 months or something. I was fucking blown away by that. I was like, wow, dude, I need to start a video game channel. But in all fairness, he probably works his ass off to get that too. Like the other night, Monty did like a fucking 11-hour live stream playing Arc. Sorry, guys, playing Arc Raiders. Like I can definitely play Arc Raiders for 11 hours. I don't know about live streaming the whole thing and stuff. Like this shit's crazy. So now, I think what I want to do now is start hitting this with the I want to start hitting this with the oops, almost forgot. Let's get the color shifter on there. And this part really accentuates. I fall asleep just holding the controller. He's a beast. Can't. Yeah, dude. He definitely is. Like, even just watching his channel, I was like, I watched the other night. Was it last night? No, not last night. I went to bed at like 8 o'clock last night. It was the night before. I fell asleep at my desk watching him. I was totally enjoying it. It wasn't boring at all. Like if I'm tired of playing Arc Raiders, like I'm pretty content like watching somebody else play, and I like the way Monty plays. So I was watching and totally passed out at my desk watching it. My wife ended up waking me up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. She's like, "You ever gonna come to bed?" It's like, "Oh fuck." I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, so now I'm using a paint called a shifter. This is made by Vallejo, and it is part of the Shifters catalog. So this is a bright gold brown, and it's really complementary to this bright green that we're using here on the carapace. So let's start hitting that. And this really, really brightens up that green that we're using here very nicely. I think I like that. I have. What do you mean, Jody? Which part of the perimeter do you mean here? Along these edges? Because I have plans for that. Like the way I'm shaping it out now is like the highest points are getting the most of the color shifting. Because there's going to be a yeah, no, the edges are actually going to be you'll see what I'm doing. Just wait. You got to wait for it. Wait for it. I got plans, my friend, plans. One of the few times I actually have a fucking plan. Sort of. All right, that's good for now. Oops. Stick them over there. Get the airbrush cleaned up. Where the fuck did... Oh. It's right in front of my fucking face. My garage floor is going to be all sparkly glowy again. I'll show you what I'm gonna do, Jody. I got plans, my friend, plans. Get this guy dried off here. Okay. Oh shit. Painstream, what's up, dude? What's going on, Dan? Hey, stopping in while you can. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. So hey, Ramses, I got this little thing that we do here in the chat every day is what are you having for dinner? Or what did you have for dinner? And what that does is it kind of helps me figure out what in the fuck I'm gonna cook for my wife for dinner, my wife and I. And it's also just fun. See what everybody's cooking out there, what y'all eating. You get some interesting replies too from like people in Europe and stuff like that. Like my friend Gambit, he's in Ireland, so sometimes he's having like traditional fare from his homeland or his wife's homeland, and so yeah, get some interesting answers. It's kind of fun. So what is everybody having for dinner tonight, or what did you already have? Because I know I got some people in from Europe across the pond, and you know it's already past dinner time out there. Well, most of you are like 8 or 9 hours ahead. Pain Stream. Yep. Dan. That's our good friend Dan. And thanks for stopping in, Dan. I always appreciate you, man. Oh! Oh! Philly steak and mozzarella sticks. Ah. Oh. Killing me, dude. So I live, steak and potatoes. Jen's having herself a very cowboy kind of dinner. Steak and potatoes. Dan's having chili. All right. Gotta love chili, dude. Good chili. Got sports meeting in a few with the kids. Awesome. Oh, gotta do something quick. Cool. Philly steaks. Man, we have, you may scoff at this, Ramses. And if you don't mind, Ramses, or I'll call you Elite, whatever you want. If you don't mind sharing your name, I try to remember everybody's names that care to share. So far, Gambit Neo, even though he's a good friend of mine, will not share his real name in the chat, which we've all kind of just learned to settle with it. We try not to beat him up too hard about it. My name's Ron, by the way. My name is not the 3D painter. Ron or Ronald, whatever you prefer. I typically go by Ron, but as I've gotten older, it's like, Ronald's okay. Gambit says, eat a cheesesteak? I'll be down for that. Chili in the wintertime is a must. 100%. I will be making chili in the crock pot this year. But yeah, like I was saying, Gambit so far is like the only one that doesn't care. Lewis. Okay. You go by Lewis. Is it Lewis or Luis? Luis. Like, I like to get the accent where it belongs. Or it could be Louis. If you got French background. But hello, Lewis. I'm Ron. This is the rest of the channel so far today. We get people that bump in and out. Hopefully they're hitting the like button before they bounce. That's always nice. Appreciate you guys big time. Lewis. Okay. Awesome, dude. Lewis it is. Pleasure to meet you, sort of. But definitely a pleasure to meet you. I was hoping Monty would join in yesterday or today because I got a little surprise for him. But he'll come in when he can. I know he live streams pretty late, so it wouldn't surprise me to find out he was still sleeping. Okay, next color we're doing is Null Oil. It's this shade. It's basically like a contrast paint, and I want that to go pretty heavy. So it gets into all these little cracks and crevices in here. Now I gotta find my other bottle of Nuln oil here. Yeah, of course it's behind this. I feel like this thing's just gonna get in my fucking way today. Yep, gonna have to buy more Nuln oil, that's for sure. You know what? I've been meaning to try out this airbrush cleaner from Kaleido. So now's a good time to try it. So let's just let that soak for a minute. See how it does. Oops. Oh, I must have bumped that camera or something. So again, same formula as I used on the carapace. Gonna do that on this guy, and then gonna hit it with one more layer of the shifting paint on these highlights to bring that back up and leave the shadows where they are. And then we're gonna give her a gloss coat, and should be able to or no, got to do all the little spines in black, and then we're going to give it a gloss coat. So that should be interesting. Jody says, I got to go get some chores done. You mean some honeydews? Keep me in the background. That's cool. I'm used to being in the background. I'm used to being just left behind. Lillian's back. Hey, Lillian. How you doing, girl? Doing good. Doing good. Alois. Alois sounds really fancy. Alois, Alois, like Aloysius. My name is Aloysius Devidonder Abercrombie, but you can call me Bob. Here, or as the song goes by Primus, my name is Aloysius Devidonder Abercrombie. That's long for mud. Tired as hell. Came here to vibe. Well, vibe we shall, my dear. Thank you for coming by. Always happy to have you. We are painting bugs. Shouldn't need more than a few drops of this for this layer. So here we go again. Don't start spitting on me. So while I'm knocking this out with you guys, I'm going to do some shout outs here. Starting off with a big shout out to Gambit Neo over at Gambit Neo here on the Tube of You. You guys get a chance, please go check out Gambit Neo. Dude is an amazing artist. He's doing some really cool work out there, and I highly recommend checking out his channel. Right now he's working on Omni-Man from Invincible, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. So if you guys get a chance, please go check out Gambit Neo here on YouTube. For those gamers out there, I gotta recommend checking out Monty FPS. So big shout out to Monty. Big shout out also to the Pain Stream. Thanks for coming in, man. Always happy to have you, Dan. Dan's over on Instagram if you want to check out his work. Also an amazing artist that deserves some recognition out there, so please go check him out. Big shout out to Swedish Forge, also another fantastic artist out there doing some good work. Highly recommend checking him out. And let's see, Jody over at Trek Mods, he's in the chat today. The illustrious Jody LaForgery. So if you guys like Star Trek, Jody is how do I put this? Jody's like he's the captain of anything having to do with like putting together a spaceship built from scratch. The dude will take a spoon, some toothpicks, and wiring and a tampon and turn it into a fucking the USS Enterprise. I don't know how the fuck he does it. His hands are like bigger than mine, but the dude does little tiny microscopic work with like LED lights and nano lights, and it's pretty amazing shit. I thoroughly enjoy watching his channel and everything he does. He does some cool live streams, and he also does a lot of work on the side with a group called Hobby Time Modelers. So huge shout out to Hobby Time Modelers out there, everybody over there. Jacoby's Models, Ken, fuck, I can't remember, Donnie. There's so many names. Got to check out Hobby Time Modelers. Big, awesome, super cool group of guys. And I'll be looking forward to meeting them all at Wonderfest this year. which will be taking place in Kentucky in June. Sorry, not this year. Next year in June, my wife and I will be driving out to Kentucky to take part in Wonderfest. So that'll be super fun, and looking forward to meeting a few guys that I've been following for a while on YouTube. Finally meeting people in person, hanging out, having a few drinks, getting saucy. Should be a good time. I should also give a big shout out to Kenny out at Hobby Link International. Dude is an amazing artist. I don't care what he says. Don't believe him. All right, Dan, you're out. Awesome, dude. Who can't spell weirdo? Jody's a weirdo. USS Tampax. Oh shit. That's fucking Dan, you're a funny guy, dude. You and Jody are like the two comedians in the crew. Pretty fucking funny, man. USS Tampax. Oh my god. It's a big shout out to Kenny over at Hobby Link International. Dude is working really hard to get his new studio, the next iteration of his of the Hobby Link International headquarters, fixed up. So I'm looking forward to checking out the new studio. In fact, I will myself be upgrading and remodeling my studio here in the fairly near future. So I should say my channel's going to be down for a couple of weeks. I'll probably live stream and make some shorts out of it, kind of like how Kenny's been doing. But I'll keep you guys posted on that as it gets closer. Not going to cost me too much money. Just I need some helping hands to get stuff moved around and shit. And yeah, so yeah, we're going to be doing that. Speaking of which, we got a couple people here who haven't had a tour of the studio yet. So would you guys like a tour? You want to? I mean, it's my garage, but I've turned half of my garage into the 3D painter studio. So if you guys want to see that, we can check that out. I'm in between colors right now while this dries. So let's check that out real quick. See what there is to see what's going down, because I've got something on the printer right now. Just need a quick little setup here. All right, here we go. So this is where all the magic happens. That's the paint booth. So I got a camera here, camera over there, camera back there. That's also a camera. And then my phone camera is usually right up here on this little twing ding. And then I've got my oh yeah, that's my music airbrush compressor, jewelry cleaner to clean airbrushes and whatever else. You can clean jewelry in it too. Spray cans, trash can with a print on top of it right now. These are my 3D printers. I've got the M7 Max made by Anycubic, and then this one is the M7 Pro, also Anycubic. That's just resin and more gloves, alcohol, resin, trash bags, all that shit. And right now, I actually have a print that is happening. We are going to be, as soon as I'm done painting the bug, I am going to be painting a tribute project. And it is in the process of printing right now. Let's see how we're doing. Ooh, it's looking good. So, guys, I don't know if he's upside down, but you may recognize that guy. That is the Lord of Darkness, who was played by Tim Curry in the movie Legend with Tom Cruise many moons ago. And so I'm printing him up, and I'm doing it in about 1/6 scale. So it's going to be pretty impressive. And it looks like an amazing model. So I'm really looking forward to getting this off the printer and paying tribute to the recently late but super great and always going to be a legend, Tim Curry. His other favorite role that he did. Well, I have two other favorite roles. He was the butler in Clue, and then he was also well, Dr. Frankenfurter in um, oh my God, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah, and up here I've just got some models that I've already printed and painted up. This one was a commission, and then the guy backed out of it. So the Juggernaut is for sale. I'll let him go for a very low price of $600. If anybody's interested, I'll ship them anywhere in the United States. And then over here is where I wash resin prints out. They go in this big vat of alcohol. And then there's simple green back there, big vat of simple green, and another big vat of alcohol. This is the clean alcohol, though, so they get bathed in that. And then up here, they get dried in this guy, and then they go over here to get cured. This is the little surprise I was talking about that I got going for Monty, but he's got to contact me in order to get it. Still haven't painted it up. It's been cured and it's ready for paint almost. I gotta get supports and shit out of it and stuff. There's the carapace for our Beetle friend we're working on right now. It's all dry. And then over here is like, this is Purgatory, Project Purgatory. It's just random stuff that I use for dioramas, masking tape. This is a huge Star Wars project I'm working on right now, or I'm taking a break from it. I'll be getting back to it before too long. I'll get it done before Wonderfest in June. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And then up here is further Purgatory, more models and stuff I've got sitting up here waiting to get painted and put together. This is a commission that's getting ready to get picked up. The mask from Donnie Darko, good old Frank the Bunny, and more supplies and toolbox and different other parts and shit. It's fucking crazy. So there's the whole studio right there. That's the whole thing. And I'm getting ready to redo all of it. I'm going to move my workbench over to that side of the garage where it'll be less hot and less cold. It's too cold in the wintertime to sit over there, and it's too hot in the summertime to sit there. So yeah, I'm going to move it back here, and then everything else will get shifted. So that's the studio. Thanks for coming along on the field trip. I appreciate you. Thought I'd show that to the newcomers. If you guys haven't seen it before. Now I can catch up with the chat. Ugh. See what everybody has to say. Oops. 1 second. Okay, let's see what we got. Who's here? Pain stream. Okay, who can't spell weirdo? I think that's where I left off. Jerry's here. What's up, Jerry? Woohoo! Am I lagging? Nope. Okay, that camera's working. All right, Jerry's here. Payne, have a good one. Enjoy the fun with the kids. Jody says, I don't know if we're going to make it to Wonderfest next year. Oh, that hurts. I'm not sure if we can get around Lake America right now. What do you mean? Marvel Effects, what's up, dude? Oh, yeah, what's going on, Todd? Did I get the name right? Is it Todd? Todd's Marvel Effects. Oh, okay, Jody just confirms it right there. Yeah. I remembered. Shit. What's up, Todd? Thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, just in time for the cave tour. Hey, Tiff. Who's Tiff? What did I miss? There's somebody in here named Tiff? Oh, Tiffany Lou. Hey, Tiffany Lou. He was just a sweet transvestite from Transylvania. He will be missed severely. Absolutely. I can't wait to paint him. Jerry says, heading outside to cut up a sheet of MDF to put in my laser to cut some paint racks. Bro, I need one of those fucking lasers for that kind of shit, man. Then Lewis says, I'm heartbroken Tim Curry passed just 45 minutes ago. I found out Peter. Yeah, rest in peace, Peter Cullen. I mean, that's a voice of a generation right there. Optimus Prime. Uh, fuck. What, that dude did so many voices. Dradden's. I'm not even going to try and imitate his voice. I can't go that deep. So Lillian says, I need a garage. Yeah, having a garage is, I'm very, very fortunate to have this space, you know, and my wife and I own this condominium that we live in. So I'm really, really lucky I have this space. You definitely make the most out of it. I wasn't into 3D printing and painting or anything when I lived in smaller places either. And I mean, looking back on that time, would have just been absolutely impossible to have this hobby back then, you know. And Tiffany, welcome. Thank you. Tiff, I'm Ron. Good to meet you. AKA the 3D painter is just my channel. And I am glistening today. It's really fucking hot and humid in here. And last but not least, this is our bug that we're working on right now. I've gotten 3 different coats of paint on here. So far, we've got our shade layer and yeah, I think I'm ready to start spraying these little spikes around this part. Very carefully, I might add. And for that, I'm actually just using this Vallejo, or I'm sorry, Army Painter matte black air primer for that. It's a nice flat black that I like. And so we'll go ahead and dive into that now. Enough jibba jabba. I have a sneaking suspicion that Jody told you guys to cruise on over to my channel, Tiff and Todd and everybody. But thank you guys so much for coming in. I really, really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to come visit, hang out for a little bit. Fucking love you guys. Guys, once again, huge shout out to everyone over at Hobby Time Modelers. We've got Tiff in the chat, Jody, Todd from Marvel Effects is here. You guys, please go check out their channels if you get a chance. They'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. Spread the love. That's what we're all about here. I see a lot of, well, namely, like one or two guys in this hobby world of ours that kind of scoff with other channels, you know, almost like it's a competition or some shit. I'm not going to name any names, like Henry over at Creative Collector, um, for example, but I don't play like that. You know, we're all here to share the love of the hobby and share our techniques and the love for these hobbies so that people that are just getting into it keep that love and passion that got them into this in the first place. I know everybody I met, with the exception of a few people along the way, guys like Kenny over at Hobby Link International and everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers. They were always very gracious and helpful with any questions I had, whether it had to do with electronics or 3D printing, Lego sets, Star Trek ships, you name it, you know, and so many other people out there in the hobby too that I like to be the same way. You know, I find it important to share the love of the hobby with everyone and encourage them to you know, go after their passions. I think that's really important and mentally healthy to do, and I like to be part of that encouragement. But I am also not the only one out there. Got guys like Todd over at Marvel Effects, everybody from Hobby Time Modelers, John over at I Like to Paint Dolls. Um, God, who else? Chris over at Old Painter Man. Uh, One Grumpy Vet Creations, Jerry. I mean, that guy's been instrumental in helping get my channel off the ground, along with Gambit Neo. You know, two guys that have really, really helped me out in the hobby. I've only been doing this for a couple of years now, and without their help, I mean, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now with the channel or you know, my painting and 3D printing and all that stuff. You know, you guys have all been a huge help and encouragement to me, and I don't play like that. I like to share with everyone the same as everyone's shared with me. So I think it's important to give these daily shout outs and love spreading to everyone. You know, I want to see as many people out there doing these hobbies as possible, because everybody's got something to bring to the table, and it's awesome. That being said, what's everybody working on right now? Todd, what are you working on? Jody, what's going on with you? What projects are you guys working on? Now, I may, along with that question, I should qualify that I know what some of you guys are working on, but a few people in the chat may not. And by saying what you're working on right now, I might encourage them to go check out your channel and see what you're up to. So if anybody wants to share what kind of hobby or what you're working on right now and whatever hobby you're doing, please put it on blast in the chat so we can all go check it out. Okay. I thought it was Marvel Effect for a long time. Yeah, that makes sense. I could see where that would happen. Marvel Phoenix. I had no fucking clue, dude. I thought all this time I thought it was Marvel Effects. Okay, that works. Thanks for the correction, Todd. Marvel Phoenix. I love it. That's kind of like Gambit Neo. Is Phoenix from Marvel your favorite character from Marvel? Like, how did you come up with the name for that? I like the name. It looks awesome too. Marvel Effect for a long time. Though I'm not going to name any names like Henry. Oh, you caught that, Jody? Or Bill or Jack, Pete or Dennis? Yeah, my name's Mud. It might be after calling out that name earlier, but I don't fucking care. Lesson learned. Don't be a prick on YouTube because it'll come back to bite you. Don't treat people like shit. You know, like how hard is that? Like your fans. Jen's working on Darth Nihilus, one of my all-time favorite characters from Star Wars Legends. Fuck yeah. When are you gonna start working on Darth Talon? Jody was working on dishes, but you're done. I got a few dishes to do when I'm done down here today. Gambit Neo says I'm putting a dope Gambit. Oh, you fucker! I want to see that, dude. You need to send me pictures. Yes, it is super dope. I bet. Oh, okay. Todd's from Phoenix, Arizona. We're practically neighbors, dude. I'm in Southern California. It's from college where your online nickname was 8-inch Marv. The index finger on your left hand is 8 inches long. Tiffany Lou says, I have a Trumpeter Optimus Prime, a Jag E type, and a Peace Cool metal kit. Awesome. Jody has no questions. Tiffany on the go. Love seeing what you guys are working on. I can't wait to check it out. Tiffany, do you have a channel as well? Like where I can go see your work and other people can go check out what you're doing? Love to see it. Let me angle this camera down a little more here. So now I'm just kind of very carefully cruising around and getting all these little spikes painted. She has a great channel with fun live streams. Fuck yeah. All right, Tiff. I'm going to. How do I? You know what? Let me do that right now so I don't forget. Let me find you here. Oops. Is it Tiffany Lou 94? Oh, how do I do that? I gotta go like this, and then home, search, Tiffany Lou. Tiffany Lou, what was it? Tiffany Lou 94. Tiff, there you are. Subscribe. See how that works? All bell notifications. Awesome. All right, guys. I just went over and subscribed to Tiffany Lou's channel. So if you guys can do the same, that is freaking awesome. Same with Marvel FX, or sorry, Marvel Phoenix. Please go check out Marvel Phoenix. I'm already subscribed to Todd's channel, so now it's up to you guys. Get out there and do it. Again, two fantastic individuals that came over from the Hobby Time Modelers group. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Really appreciate you. And for every person that doesn't subscribe to their channels, within the next 10 minutes, a kitten will die. Please don't let the kittens die. I love kittens. It's Dark Side Scale Modeling. It's me, Tiff. What's up, Dark Side Scale? Is that a channel I'm not subscribed to as well? Where's Dark Side Scale Modeling from? That's good. Are you from Hobby Time Modelers as well? Jody, are you blowing me up over there today? Thanks, man. Face palm. Not the kittens. Poor Willow had to cover her ears. I got 3 cats upstairs that probably hear my chat right now. I can't remember if I turned my computer off upstairs or not. I'm just kidding, guys. No kittens are going to die. Puppies. OMG. Oh, Hobby Time Ballers is subscribed to me as well? Shit. Okay, well, in that case, you guys are helping me get a lot closer to 1,000 subscribers right now. So I will say this. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, which will hopefully be before YouTube changes their policies. My airbrush is starting to fucking piss me off right now. It's trying to clog up. So I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for about a year now, a little over a year. I've been doing YouTube. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. And that's going to involve basically kind of an unusual sort of giveaway in that instead of me just giving a model away that I painted for you guys, I'm going to let you pick the model. So you pick what I'm going to 3D print and paint just for you. It can either be 1/6 scale or 1/4 scale. and then I will print it and paint it for you and send it to you, no matter where you are in the world. So there's that. I oversprayed a little bit right here. And so what I'll do is basically you pick the model. We'll go over some files, and then we'll settle on one that you want me to print and paint for you. And then I will print it on one or both of my 3D printers. And then I will proceed to paint it. I will live stream the whole process. And then no matter where you are in the world, as long as I can legally send it to you, I don't care what the fucking tariffs are or anything like that, I will send you the model. My only requirements is one, you have to be subscribed to the channel, and two, I don't know what two is. Well, you got to be subscribed to the channel. Maybe I should make it so that you have to be subscribed to all my friends' channels too. Wouldn't that be a dick move? Okay, I'm pretty happy with the way this is looking for now. Know when to stop. Fuck, I'm sweating bullets over here. Let me catch up with the chat. Wow, I'm feeling the love today, guys. Look up in your chat, man. God, I need one of those handcrafted cigarettes. I just so happen to have a handcrafted cigarette right now. Okay, so TIFF is dark side scale modeling. Okay. So now I need to do that. Let's go over to dark side scale modeling. I'll show you guys how easy this is. Go home, go search, dark side scale modeling. I'm assuming Tiff is a Star Wars fan like myself. The dark side of plastic. Oh, I'm already subscribed. Okay. Phew. I was under pressure right there for a second. I'm already subscribed. I think most of you guys on Hobby Time Modelers, I'm individually subscribed to you all. Two, yeah, you have to be cool. Jen says, remember to like and subscribe, folks. Yes, thank you. I need a fucking gong back here. I'm not cool. I am old. I fell down the stairs this morning. Well, fuck, I hope you're all right. Tiff says, that's nothing. I fell up the stairs this morning when I got in. I think I'm one of the few people that can actually dislocate a rib just getting out of bed. Yeah, Tiff, I was already subscribed to you. So now I'm subscribed to both of you. All right. I'm pretty satisfied with how this is looking now. So let's go ahead and give him a gloss coat. I'm using a high gloss, cheap ass Krylon Fusion Gloss Clear. I really like this shit. For doing high gloss coats like what I'm about to do. Shake weight, you're my only friend. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. All jokes aside. Ooh. Oh, she's a beaut, lad. Oops, wrong button. Sorry, guys. Nah, I don't think I need a producer, Jody. I think for now I do okay. Maybe when I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll buy myself a producer. Jody says he can dislocate both of his hips. What? Like fucking on purpose? What? It's really gross. Did you do that at Wonderfest? Dude, you have to go to Wonderfest just so I can fucking see that. It's an easy, low impact workout. I can dislocate my left knee, but it's extremely painful, and it typically only happens when I'm in a particular position trying to help my wife get up from the bed or something. It's kind of a showstopper. It's extremely painful, but again, it only happens when I'm trying to help my wife up out of bed. Or sometimes she gets stuck on the couch and I have to help her up. I got it in my eye once. That's what I get for waiting too long between shakes. You have the Gen 1 where it doesn't beep before it's time. So you know to like aim it away from your face. I got the Gen 2 model. It starts to beep and vibrate when it gets to that point. She pointed it right at you. It can't be an it can't be an accident if you ask for it. Oh, this channel went south real quick today. I love it. All right, we're feeling pretty good here. So next, some panel liner to get into all these little cracks and crevices down here. Add a little bit more detail. You know what might be cool? Some like little tiny red dots where these little dudes are. That could be fun. So if you can, I don't know if you can see this, I'll zoom in a little bit. So panel liner is really cool. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. But panel liner is an enamel based, like ink or paint, whatever you want to call it. And you can see how it creeps down like that. So that's called capillary effect. When you use enamels over like water-based acrylics, and for getting into little tiny cracks and crevices like this, where you've got a line that you want to be really exact with, you can hit it with some panel liner. Again, for those of you who don't know, you can hit it with some panel liner, and that capillary effect that I was just talking about will kind of do the job for you. And that's why us hobbyists tend to call it liquid talent. Liquid talent or liquid skill. I like to call it liquid talent. It's cool stuff though. And they do make it in different colors. So if you need like red or white, I believe they make a green. Quite a few different colors available of this stuff. But it's really good for applications like this. And you'll notice too that I hit it with a gloss coat first. And the reason why is if you don't hit it with a gloss coat first, it will tend to bleed into and around. You won't get it in just the crack. It'll bleed out, where the other paint is. And I'm not going to get into the science of that right now. It's all molecular shit and stuff. It's all about how certain paint molecules will stand up. Some paint molecules are laying down, ready to take it. Oh, sorry. We are not talking about shake weights. Not my fault. I'm a good girl. The good kind of girl, maybe. Maybe. Must be. So what's that? We got like 3 or 4 females in the chat now, I think. We still got Jen, we got Lillian, we've got Tiff. Who else? Those are all the females? Love having females in the chat because it keeps me out of trouble. This is just a hand rolled cigarette. Nothing to be concerned about. Don't freak out. Females are the best. Ask any of the regular females I have in the chat. I hold the ladies to a very high esteem. Prestige. Oh, women are the best. No offense, guys. Girls rule. Great movie. Powerpuff Girls? Ooh, I'm trying to figure out what this needs, or if I want to call it good. Maybe some highlighting, or these little horns could be like these little tiny spikes here could be like bright red, maybe. What do you guys think? This little row of horns right here alongside of his head. What do you guys think? Should those be like red, or maybe a bright blue, maybe? I don't know. I feel like it needs a color. These little dudes right here, just real subtle. Like, what does that need? And there's also some on the back too, right here. I feel like that. I feel like I'm missing an opportunity there. All jokes aside, I'm not just thinking out loud. I want to hear what you guys think. Dry brush time. Yeah, dry brushing is a little too risky because I don't want to affect the area around it. I only want to touch the spines, so they would be individually brushed, like very carefully at that. I'm thinking like red or blue. What do you guys think? Do the bumps. I used to do bumps back in the 90s. Darker green? Jen says blue, and that's kind of where I was thinking too. Like a bright like a bright sky blue, huh? The only other color I think that would look right on it would be like a white. Blue bumps. That's 2 for blue. I think red would stand out more, but it's not a very good complementary color to green typically. I mean, it can be depending on the context, but I'm feeling like this is definitely something that's calling for a blue. And one of the reasons behind that is because I'm feeling like I may do the body in a very similar, oops, sorry, wrong camera again. I'm thinking I may do the body in a very similar effect style that I used for this these two pieces. All right, best mixer on the market right now, getting used. If you need a good paint mixer, this one's the best. About $80 USD, $70 depending on the time of the year. Jen says copper. I think I'm going with your blue first. Copper? Shit, that's 2 for copper now. You guys are fucking me up here. Sounds daft, but purple goes really well with green. Isn't purple on? Isn't that isn't that a complementary color to green on the color wheel? Gambit, I missed your consideration. Oh, you said gold. Yeah, gold's a good one too. It's opposite on the color wheel. That's what I mean. It's a complementary color, so on one side of the color wheel you have the color, and then on the other side there's usually 3 to 4 that are in the same. I haven't been to college for a long time. It's not like I have color theory memorized, which I definitely fucking don't. Back in college I did. And I have a color wheel in here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it is. Copper with blue highlights. That's a good idea, Todd. Guess what? Viejo metal color copper. I actually have some. I also have their chrome and aluminum, or I think it's dark aluminum. Oh shit, you know what? What if I did all of these copper with blue tips on them as well? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Now you guys got me. See, this is why I talk to you guys when I'm doing this shit. I love having like a whole crew of other super fucking creative people hanging out with me so that I can work on something and show you, and then you guys have ideas. I went to college once to visit my friends. I actually dropped out of art when I was in college. After doing it for so many years in school, and then basically teaching fine arts in my senior year of high school, by the time I got to college and did it, I felt like it was a joke. So the fine arts teacher in my high school was also the football coach, like the head football coach of Buena High School. And he was always coaching, And so when I'd already finished all my requisites and shit for high school, and I basically had 4 periods of nothing but art my senior year. Like I was just in school because I had to go. Wait, what the fuck am I doing here? Talking too much. That's what I'm doing. But anyhow, he was too busy coaching, so I pretty much wound up running the art class. And then I taught fine arts. I taught high school fine arts when I was living in Shanghai, China. But I dropped out in college because I was fucking bored. Like I didn't want to do any of the shit that they had us doing. I felt like I was in high school again. Like when I went from high school to college into fine arts and stuff, except for my sculpture class was awesome. But basically I felt like I was regressing. Like I was just going through my senior year again. Like everything I missed my senior year that I could have missed or whatever had I not been pretty much running the class. I felt like I was doing all that in college, and I'm like, this is a fucking serious waste of money. So I dropped out. Fuck all that. I did GCSE art school. Left school 15 years ago now. I went to Foothill College. Nothing fucking expensive or crazy. Self-taught graphic designer. Taught myself to shut up and make the logo bigger if a client says so to get paid. I like it. That's fair. I did some graphic design here and there. Old school shit though, like just drawing on a draftsman board and measuring shit and using my own personal script to write logos and stupid shit. I didn't like that either. Typically, anytime I start getting paid to do something other than in this hobby, I get frustrated and don't want to do it. But so far, anytime I've gotten commissions doing this stuff, which are getting more and more frequent, thankfully. Hopefully someday I'll be able to quit my fucking job and I can just do custom models all the time. But yeah, I don't like deadlines and shit. Yeah, I can't do that. Like even my commissions that I take on, like that's one of my big things is I don't have a deadline. Like it might take me 3 to 4 weeks to do this. I don't know. It's done when it's fucking done, and you need to give me half up front just to get it started. Okay, this airbrush is being a little fucky right now with me, so I got to clean it out. So break this bad boy down. If you've never seen a Harder and Steenbeck Evolution CR Plus being taken apart, you're about to. And I'm just basically doing this to check for a clog or anything, because it's feeling a little fucky right now. So I typically just break it down and throw it in the jewelry cleaner when this happens. And that will clear everything out. There we go. And really the only parts you need to stick in the cleaner are your body, the needle, and the nozzle right here. And that's it. And of course, be extremely careful with your needle, because the slightest wrong movement with a fucking 0.28 millimeter needle or smaller will cause you to bend it And for this particular airbrush, that's a $70 fucking piece. I just bought 2 new needles for 70 bucks a piece from Spray Gunner. Like when you bend a needle, it hurts your feelings. It's a serious kick in the pussy when you when you bend a needle. I don't really say I did college either. You know what mattered the most to me in college was geology and paleontology. Those were 2 courses that I feel like I learned a tremendous amount of shit from that over 2 years. Didn't get a degree. Tiff says she didn't do college. It usually takes, sorry, Lillian says it takes creativity away, I guess. Or maybe I'm just working, or maybe I am just working in not really creative part of the industry. Oh, gotcha. It takes creativity always, I guess. Or maybe I'm just not working really, not, I'm just work, I'm just not working in a really creative part of the industry. Got it. Sorry. Language barrier, I have to put it together a little bit, but don't be ashamed about that at all. You type the way you type and I'll figure it out. I consider my second language Mandarin, followed by Arabic and Spanish, so I'm always I always enjoy crossing language barriers. Tiff says, always take a non-refundable deposit of at least 25%. I actually take 50. So my commissions, I rate my paint work and everything at 30 bucks an hour. And that includes the printing time and everything like that. And then, the actual prep and painting the model. And I'll kind of add up an approximation of the amount of hours I think it's going to take me to get it done. And then I will round up and down to get like a flat rate from there. And in order for me to start the commission, I take a non-refundable 50% up. Like I take 50% because by the time anybody would actually even consider or think to say no, or I change my mind, I've already printed the whole fucking thing. And that's 8 hours per print half the time. And then you might have 3 plates to go through when you're printing. And then I could be printing something I don't even fucking want, that I would never print this by my own choice and decide to paint it on my own. It took that person coming along saying, hey, I'll pay you to do this. But I should add, I also print kits. I'm going to do a shameless plug here and let anybody know that's watching that if you don't have a 3D printer and you can't have a 3D printer, for a fee, I will print, you buy the file, we figure out what you want, or maybe you already know, or maybe you even already have the file. You send it to me, or we buy the file and then we download it and I print it for you, package it up, and ship it out to you. And then you do all the post prep work and the painting and everything like that. In fact, Jennifer G in the chat is one of my most recent customers, pretty much the only customer so far. I just kind of recently decided to start doing that. So if yourselves or someone, anywhere in the US, I'll ship. If you're outside the US, I would try to find somebody local to you instead of talking to me about it, because the tariffs and all that shit, it's too fucking expensive. Like you guys, you shouldn't have to be paying for all that. It's time to clean this jewelry cleaner out. This thing's like got snot and shit in it. Oh, chat. So the other day I found out why I kept hearing all those planes flying overhead. And I guess Edwards Air Force Base up through, what is it? Vandenberg. From Vandenberg to Edwards is all like gnarly ass military exercises right now. So all the planes are flying around back and forth. Oh, I just dropped something that I should not have dropped. Oh, good, I found it. Oh, that was luck. I dropped my paint nozzle, my airbrush nozzle. That could have been very bad. And then you get yourself one of these little needle cleaner dudes. Little pointed Coke spoon. And get that in there really carefully. And scoop out any clogs you might have inside your airbrush. This is already looking pretty clean. Jen, I got stuff I need printed. I'll get with you later. This I know. Okay, hopefully we don't have any issues with this shit and I can start painting this copper right away. You want to be super, super careful when you're putting that needle back in. Go in real slow. I know we're going to make a joke out of this, but you go in real slow, and then right about here, you're going to feel it tighten up a little bit. Giggity. And then you're going to push through just till it starts to poke out this little tiny hole over here. I can't even take my fucking self seriously. Anyways, don't fuck your airbrush up. Oh boy. I crack myself up. Okay. Let's catch up with the chat here. Sorry, guys. I've tried everything artistic to make a living, from murals to tattooing, painting, screen printing, instrument making, vinyl cutting, portrait sketching, and now model making. Hey man, as long as we're happy, that's all that fucking matters at the end of the day, bro. That's all I care about. I definitely don't make a living out of this, and unfortunately, I have to go back to my day job in October because I didn't start making a living off of this fucking hobby while I was off for the last 10 months. $30 is cheap. Thanks. I think $30 an hour is a pretty good rate, you know, especially when you consider like the Punisher model I did recently that was 35 hours. Way longer than I thought. Tiff says, shame you're not closer. I'm in the UK. I need parts to make a Rebel Shelby Mustang GT35H and do Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. Tiff, you might hit up Gambit Neo about that. And if Gambit's in Ireland, so okay, Lewis is out. Okay, Ron and chat, thanks for having me. I'm interested in this amazing artwork, so see a lot more of me. Oh, thanks, man. I really hope to see you more. Definitely. Yeah, it's 3, 4, 5. It's fucking early for you to go to bed, but do what you got to do. Maybe you get up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something. Cheers, Lewis. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging out, man. Pleasure to have you. But yeah, Tiff, hit up Gambit Neo. He might be able to help you out, and if he can't, he might know somebody in the UK that can get you some stuff printed. Okay, I think I'm ready to do some copper here. So let's get that mixed up. Oh, that's not a paint mixer. That was an awesome interaction. So, Lewis, for those who might have come in late, Lewis came in from another channel that I watch that goes by Monty FPS. And yeah, Monty has a gaming channel where he plays Arc Raiders, which is one of my favorite video games out right now. Oh yeah, baby. Grind it slow. So anyways, oh, go backwards. Go the other way. So yeah, check out Monty FPS. Got a cool channel. If you just want to kick back and watch somebody play a video game that you don't feel like playing right now, it's entertaining. At least for me it is. All right, we got some copper here. A few drops of that. Don't think we're going to need very much. I also have another idea too. Where's my silly putty at? Did I hope I didn't knock that over somewhere? Oh, there you are. Okay. Silly putty is one of the greatest masking tools you could ever own. It's not a bad idea, Jody. It only works on camera, though. I'll say that. You know, because the frame rate and shit with the rotation. You know, like when you look at an airplane prop or something that does that same shit. I need a toothpick. So once again, guys, if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're new to the chat or channel, I should say, or you've been here for a long time, feel free to share the channel and go check out some of our friends. We've got Gambit Neo in the chat, along with I got to give a big shout out to the Bean 3D, even though he's not with us right now. He's probably sleeping because the dude works his ass off. But big shout out to the Bean 3D, Swedish Forge out in Sweden. Guy's doing some awesome work. He just recently did a really fucking cool like life-size Spider-Man that turned out amazing. So kudos to him. And then, of course, we've got Jody from Trek Mods. If you like Star Trek and you like spaceships from Star Trek, all hand built, scratch built, and mix matched and hacked that look amazing, check out Trek Mods. Go say hi to Jody, tell him I sent you. And if you do that, you'll get absolutely nothing but joy in watching Jody create what he creates. And it's pretty fucking awesome. Also, a big shout out to everybody over at the Hobby Time Modelers. Sorry, I'm distracted right now, guys. It's a big shout out to everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers. Got Trek Mods, we got Dark Side Scale Modeling, Jacoby's Models. Big shout out to Jake, Alec. That's I always want to say Alex, but it's Alec. Big shout out to Jacoby's. Big shout out to Jerry over at Grumpy Vet Creations. I don't think he's with us today, or he was with us, but he's out doing more stuff because he's super fucking busy right now. And then big shout out, of course, to John over at I Like to Paint Dolls, Chris over at Old Painter Man, Paint Stream over on Instagram, Monty FPS, and of course, let's see who else. Marvel Phoenix, got a big shout out to him. Ken, Buck, everybody, all the fam. We love you guys. Check those guys out if you can. If you can, show them some loves. Don't spread the loves. I think we're safe. Oh, the copper turned out really fucking cool. I'm digging that. Totally digging that. I oversprayed a teeny bit down here, but that's negligible. I can fix that rather easily. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and prep up this next little section. I just want to get my silly putty nice and thin. I kind of pull it over these spikes. Try to prevent as much overspray as possible. You can use a toothpick to kind of scoosh it down around it. This part you just kind of want to take your time with. Get that silly putty down there nice and good. And this is just how I'm painting the model. You could totally do something completely different. There's so many different ways to do this. Mine doesn't look anything like it does in the video game. I'll tell you that. I looked at some screenshots to see if it was like how I was going to paint it, if I wanted to do it like screen accurate. And I was just like, that's fucking boring. So apparently this dude, the Beetle captain, is a spirit. some kind of spirit that you have to battle for a special power or something in the game. So that's what he's from. I had no idea what he was or who he was when I decided to paint it. I just thought he looked cool. It inspired me. You know, I wanted to do something like totally different than like all the figures and stuff I've been printing and painting, which are super fun, but you know, you got to mix it up every once in a while and challenge yourself to do something a little different. I like bugs. I like animals. Shoo, fly, go away. And this just looked like fun. Okay, this fucking fly is bugging right now. He's about to get zapped out of midair with a bottle of fucking alcohol. Seven billion people on this planet, and you decided to fucking somehow get into my garage and fuck with me. Sorry, guys. Let me. Oh, Jerry is here. Jerry's back. I'm sorry, dude. I was like fucking concentrating on this fucking thing. Welcome back, dude. Hopefully you're done with work for the day, man. May your boss not call you back out. So now I'm just shaping this, using the Q-tip, or sorry, the toothpick to shape around the areas I don't want to paint. Don't want the copper on. That looks pretty good. Yeah, glad you made it back, Jerry. It's awesome. Your boss, he did call you. Thankfully, it was just a question. You answer the phone, you're like, what? Trying to get my burger on you, asshole. That should be pretty dry. No, he leaves you alone for the most part, and you go on and want and leave when I want. No, I just mean like from the last few days because you've been like super slammed. Oh, that works. That's working out really nice. Great suggestion, you guys. Oh shit. Got that part. I think that should come off easy, though. I can see that. Whoa. He should go too. Yeah, you were saying that, yeah. Going back and forth and making sure everybody knows how to turn their iPads on and shit. Sounds lame. But hey, fuck it, you know, you're getting paid and you like what you do. That's cool. Jerry's like the rest of us too. Like, we could make a living just printing and painting models all day. Fuck, sign me up. Gambit's still here too? Did we lose Gambit? Sometimes people say goodnight and I miss it for like, I don't see it for like 20 minutes. Oh, one more right up here. Oh, thanks, Tiff. Yeah, I know it's pretty late out there for you. If me and my channel are putting you to sleep though, then I'm basically doing my job. Well, thank you. Big shout out to Tiff over at Dark Side Scale Modeling. Guys, go check them out. Go check her out. I am a subscriber, and I can tell you your channel's pretty dope. Gotta support the females in the hobby. I think that looks good. Let's go ahead and get this last bit done. So in case you missed it, my next model has been decided. I'm going to be doing Lord of Darkness from the movie Legend that Mr. Tim Curry played so eloquently, beautifully. One of my all-time favorite devil characters or demon like characters in a movie ever. And Tim Curry himself is one of my all-time favorite actors. He passed away a couple days ago, a day ago. So I'm gonna be paying tribute to Tim Curry's memory by busting that one out. Okay, while that's drying, I'll set him aside and clean this airbrush out. Oh, Gambit's still here. Cool. Just so quiet. Everybody's so quiet. Whoa, my full? I guess I'm full in here. Okay. Floor cleaning. Hanging pegboard in the room now so we can put up paint racks. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see the finished work. Like you and Kenny from Hobbylink, you guys both got full remodel going on in your studios right now. I can't wait to do mine. got me looking at that. I started looking at the desk, and then I've got the footprint for the desk taped out on my floor over there in the studio. So so it gives me an idea of spatially of where everything's gonna fit. It's gonna work. It looks really cool. I know we got a lot of names to remember now these days. Oops. Got this side. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'm the same way, Gary. Like, with the exception of a few, like I know Todd and Jody, of course. Ken. Well, I mean, I've been doing it. I've been visiting the channel long enough now. I kind of got everybody down, but but every once in a while somebody will come in. It throws me off. Like it's taken me forever to remember Alex's name. Jacoby's models. But yeah, one of my long-term most favoritist groups from the YouTubes. Bunch of fucking cool dudes. I think most of us are pretty fucking cool dudes. Except for that Jody guy. I don't know about him. He's kind of shady. So I'm just giving my airbrush a really good scrubbing real quick here. I'm pretty much done using it for the day, so I'm kind of doing a more thorough cleaning on it. And my airbrush thingamajigger is my airbrush cleaning pot is all it's too full right now, so I gotta just. Fortunately, my studio's in the garage, so I can just fucking dump shit right on my floor, and it doesn't matter. There's shit concrete in here. Back flushy flush. A little bit of alcohol. More back flushing. Water. That blue seems to just like infect your airbrush sometimes to where you feel like it's never gonna come out. It's like that shit you keep wiping and you think your asshole's clean and there's still shit all over it after you've wiped like 20 times. That's what blue in your airbrush does. Like I've cleaned this cup and backflushed it so many times and there's still blue coming out of this fucking thing every time I backflush it. Heavy, heavy pigment. Just let some alcohol sit in it for a while. Alec isn't on with you much. He's kind of a bench warmer. Okay. Jody, Trent, Todd, and Jason. He's a good kid, though. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy. Oh, Jerry, Dark Side Scale Modeling, that's Tiffany. Tiff. And then Gloopa Princess, you were gone for a couple days, so Gloopa Princess, that's Lillian. And then Jennifer, of course, is Jen. Yeah, Blue, nature's skid mark. That's a great way to put it, Jody. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, everybody calls her Tiff. Yeah, Gloopa Princess is, that's Lillian. Lillian, Jerry, Jerry, Lillian. Me be Jerry. So I'm going to hit this now again with some panel liner. I want to subdue that blue a little bit. It's nice. And now we gloss again to finish her off. Oh, shake weight, you're my only friend. Oh, shake weight. So bad. Son of a bitch. Good enough. What the fuck am I doing here? Jen's here. Jen's been here. I'm calling that piece done. Turned out pretty sweet. All right, Jerry, you weren't here for it, so what's everybody having for dinner tonight? Or what did everybody have for dinner? Look, I'm all sweaty. I'm all shiny. All right, Jody, time to go get married. Already, yeah, she's done with her second job there. Awesome. Congrats to her on the second job, I think. I hope. It should be pretty dry by now. You can really see that color shift when you move the light. It shifts into the gold. Really cool effect. Okay, let's do a little mock-up here and see how the whole thing looks together for now. But we're ready to start moving on to the body parts, which is going to be cool. Oh, and the first part to darkness just finished. Just finished printing. That means I'll be able to print the rest of them tonight. Alright, so we'll go get the wing, the carapace, whatever we were calling it. Wow, that's looking pretty sweet. All right. There we go. Really dig how the head looks. Oh, you know what? I still need to add the little blue dots back here. I think that's really going to make it pop. I think this row and this row and this row need to be really bright blue little dots, just like we did up here. I think that'll really make it pop. Starting to look buggy. Yeah, I agree. I think we're pulling it off quite nicely. Ah, he's looking pretty cool. I'm digging this. Really starting to have fun in this one now. So now the rest of it, now that I think I have a pretty good pattern, the rest of it I'm going to start doing in the same formula and more of like kind of an all at once. Well, at least with the armor pieces. So these two pieces will be done in the same formula that this is done in. And then his body is going to be a brighter green with, you know, the definition in the legs and stuff like that. Because the body is separate from the armor pieces, you know? It's going to be fucking cool looking. Yeah, I'm digging this. Super fun. Cool. I love it. Totally digging it. Oh, wife's on. Perfect timing. Oh. Still fucking cloudy and shitty out. My wife's name is Jenny. Hi, baby.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
I have something on my lip.
Yeah, you're sweating. You're glistening.
I'm
Hot.
glistening. I look glorious.
Hot.
Yeah, it is hot. I think it's cooler outside than it is in the garage right now, though. I think I'll just leave that open for a minute. I had a sweaty upper lip. Stop. That's enough. I want to air it out. I think it is cooler in here outside than it is in here. Everybody says hi. I'll make sure to tell her you guys said hi. I always do. Promise. Super, super happy with how this is working out now. Thanks for the suggestion on the blue, you guys. Like, that was a good call. Like, I'm really, really pleased with the way it's turning out, especially with the blue in there like that. It looks really nice. It's a nice accent to the Beetle armor. So thank you, Jody. I think Jen also said blue and copper. Todd said blue and copper too. Like, everybody voted for the copper and blue, and you called it. That shit looks killer. I don't know how well that translates for you on camera, but on my end, this thing just looks sick. I still want to do the blue spots back here real carefully. Just little hand-painted dots. Maybe a couple right here, too, on my head. But all these with the copper and everything just looks sick. Really good call, you guys. Oh, it's actually cooling off in here now. I should open the garage door a long time ago. Holy shit. Oh, fresh air. Thank fuck. Should have popped the cork on this garage a while back. Oh, it's quiet in the chat now. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm like just super stoked on how this guy's turning out. Um, Tomorrow I'm gonna be working on the. If actually, I may not be live streaming tomorrow. I haven't decided on that yet. I need a sushi day. A lot of times on Fridays I'll take off because I'll go and spend like 1 or 2 hours at the sushi bar just hanging out and feasting, and then I'll go play pool. So, and that's starting to sound pretty fucking good right now. So I may not be live streaming tomorrow. You guys will know though. If you hit the bell notifications, you know I'm live streaming tomorrow. Get sushi, then pool. Yeah, I'm with you, Jen. I'm overdue. I think it's been about 3 weeks since I went to my sushi bar. And they're gonna start thinking something happened to me if I don't go. I'm on a first name basis with all the chefs and waitresses and everybody there. I actually did the. I don't know if you guys remember, or was I even YouTubing at the time? Can't remember if I live streamed it or not. I did the geisha mask. I think I think I live streamed that. Maybe no. What did I say I was going to do with the weapons, Lillian? I'm going to do the actual blades are going to be done in chrome, so they're going to be really chromy, and then the inlays are going to be gold, and then I'm going to do like a natural wrapping on the handle. The pommels are going to also be gold, black and gold, along with the panther. I'm assuming that's a panther, some kind of big cat. Um, but yeah, that's how I'm gonna do the swords. And then the gauntlets here are gonna be gold, like a black and gold, along with the strappings around the gauntlets there. So pretty ornate, along with the hand guards. I think the pommels are gonna look really nice with the black and gold inlay. Same with this piece here. Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong camera. So the swords, chrome, and then black and gold on the decorative part of the blade, and then natural like straps here, and then black and gold cat. The pommels will be like black with gold inlay. Same with this decorative crotch blanket, cock blanket, whatever you want to call it. So that's how I'm going to do the swords, and then the gauntlets here are going to be black and gold, along with the hand guards. And then the rest of his body will be done pretty much in the same motif as the headdress, but a different shade of green. Because this armor he's wearing is clearly like it's a separate, and it's a beetle. You know, it's like a beetle that he slayed, and he's wearing its body parts as his armor. Same with the pauldrons here on his shoulders. You know, it's like a beetle that he conquered to win his right of king or captain, or he's a beetle and he's captain of the beetles. I don't fucking know. But I kind of want to do a different color for the main body parts than the armor to separate the two. Does that make sense, Lillian? I think that makes sense. And I'm not sure what color I want to do the fabric for his cock blanket. And of course, I'm still getting blue out of this thing. Blue, you think, Jen? I think that's a good idea, actually. I was thinking red or even gold. This green and gold goes so well together. Rather they do, rather. It is going to look even better color scheme than it actually is in game. Yeah, I think so too. Which, by the way, I should give a big shout out to the creators, Prey Collection Studios. You can find Prey STL Collection on Patreon. They've got a lot of really, really good models available over there. And I should say I'm not sponsored by Prey Collection. I did pay my own money for this model. But you guys can get a subscription to their Patreon if you wish, and purchase models that way, or you can purchase individual models from Cults as well. In fact, I got this one on Cults on their. They have a page on Cults with all their models available. A lot of Beetle bodies are black. You could do something like that in gloss. Yeah, I thought about that, which is kind of similar to what the actual in-game Beetle looks like. You know, he's kind of blackish brown. It's just like that. I want to do something a little more exciting than that. I'm kind of sticking with the green motif. Not a bad idea, though, at all. But I'm digging the green. The black would go good with the green and the gold and everything as well. Could provide some nice contrast. But I'm just not feeling that. There is going to be some black elements in it, though, for sure. Like in the legs and the body and everything. A black metallic paint that's called black ice, and it looks sick. That would be cool. I'll have to check that out. Turbo Dork makes it. I've never checked out their paints yet. I might have to check those out sometime. You know me, you gotta try different paints. Well, all of us, we're all fucking like weirdly addicted to different brands of paints. Like we gotta try them all. I know I do. I have a problem. Holy shit. It's fucking hot. I'm gonna be really, really fucking happy when summer is over. They only do metallics, and most of them are color shifting paints. The black isn't though. Okay. Well, I mean, it's as color shifting as you can get black to be, right? You know, with the metallic and all that. That sounds really cool. And it sucks too because it's probably not something you can show me a picture of on, you know, with the camera that like even remotely expresses what the paint looks like on something, you know, because it's reflective and shit. I might just have to order a bottle of it and check it out. Something like that might be pretty cool on this. I mean, I could do it by I could do a black paint and then dry brush on top of that and gloss it. That actually might be pretty legit for this model. You know, dry brush like a really, really, really fine light silver or steel over the black, like a flat black, and then dry brush all the details out. That could that could be pretty cool. And then I could give it like a green wash to, you know, to turn the silver like a metallic silver color. Yeah, there's a lot of room to play around with this thing, that's for sure. Lots of good ideas, you guys. Lots of good ideas. Oh yeah, the camera doesn't do the color shifters like any justice at all. Like this thing's fucking lighting up like green and gold, browns. Even the wings do it a bit here and there. It's kind of scattered and it's just fucking cool looking as fuck. Yeah, I'm having a good time with this one. It was nice to step away and do something different. You know, challenge myself to something new. Got to do it. You got to step out of your comfort zone every once in a while. With how advanced tech is, it's a shame we still can't get accurate colors in picture videos. I know, right, Jen? Totally. You can, but you like, you know, you have to be really good at photography to do it. Which I am not. I mean, I'm a decent. I've done photography professionally, you know, and you gotta know how to manipulate your camera to get those colors to pop right. Definitely not something I'm very good at, and don't really care to fucking learn it either. It's like, mm-mm. Well, shit, chat. I better get rolling. It's almost 5 o'clock, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. I want to grill a steak, but it's okay. Todd says, "Okay, got to go set up for Jordan's stream over at Aligning the Stars." Oh, bitchin'. Okay, he's gonna be live streaming. I'll pop in for sure. I don't know how long he'll be streaming. I gotta figure out dinner real quick, but I'll get in there and check out Jordan's stream for sure. Yeah, that's another channel you guys got to check out. Is Aligning the Stars. He's doing some cool stuff over there. I believe I am subscribed already. In fact, I know I am because I get his notifications. Goes for 2 hours or so. Awesome. All right, Todd. Well, thanks again for coming in and hanging out, man. I appreciate you guys. Uh, Big shout out to Marvel Effects, or sorry, now it's gonna take me forever to reprogram my brain. Marvel Phoenix, Marvel PHX, on YouTube here. Please go check out his channel and give him a sub and show him some love. I'm gonna finish up by giving some shout outs to everybody. Big shout out to Gambit Neo, the Bean 3D, Jerry over at One Grumpy Vet Creations, Jody over at Trek Mods, everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers, Kenny, Hobby Link International, big shout out. Much love to you, buddy. John over at I Like to Paint Dolls, along with Jacoby's Models. Big shout out to Alec over there. Big love out to the Paint Stream over on Instagram, and Chris, the old painter man, and shout out to Monty FPS playing Arc Raiders. That all being said, you guys, thank you so much for coming in. I really, really, really appreciate and love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Probably not going to live stream tomorrow night. So, or yeah, tomorrow. Probably not going to be live streaming. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys Monday if I don't see you tomorrow. And other than that, everybody, happy hobbies, happy 3D printing, happy painting. I love you all, and I'll look forward to seeing you Monday or quite possibly tomorrow. You never know. Cheers, guys. Love you, and toodles.